On Saturday, the 6th of June 2015, members and followers of the International Organization to Preserve Human Rights in Iran, along with a number of Gonabadi dervishes from various countries in Europe, such as Germany, Austria, Holland, and Belgium, held a gathering in the city of Köln in Germany. On Friday, the 5th of June 2015, a number of followers of the Yarsan path commemorated the second anniversary of the death of 3 followers of this path by the names of Hassan Razavi, Nikmar Taheri, and Mohammad Ghanbari, who lost their lives as a result of setting themselves on fire. It is said that these 3 who lost their lives set themselves on fire in order to protest against the discrimination and offensive behavior of officials towards followers of the Yarsan path. An example of this is when officials of the Hamadan prison shaved off by force the moustache of a prisoner who followed the Yarsan path. The representatives of the religious political party at the European Parliament, called the Greens European Free Alliance, wrote a letter to Federica Mogherini, the current High Representative of the Union for Foreign Affairs and Security Policy, regarding Narges Mohammadi's imprisonment. Narges was the spokesperson and executive chairperson of the Tehran-based NGO Center for Human Rights Defenders. Mostafa Azizi's daughter has requested international organizations to support her father. Mostafa Azizi is a former writer and producer of Iran's state radio and television who has been sentenced to imprisonment. On Thursday, the 11th of June 2015, Ahmed Shahid, the Special Rapporteur on the situation of human rights in Iran, expressed his serious concern about the arrest, detention, and prosecution of journalists and activists in Iran, and said that the arrest of journalists and human rights defenders undermines human rights in the country. The representative of the Supreme Leader and the Friday Prayer leader of the city of Varamin criticized decisions made to allow women to enter sports stadiums. He claimed that decisions to permit women to enter sports stadiums violates the path of Islam. Contract workers in phases 15 and 16 of the Aslavia Special Zone say that their new contract agreement states that in the event of any form of strike, the employer is authorized to end the contract without paying their wages. Furthermore, protests of the workers of Iran Barak factory still continue. On the 22nd day since these protests began, about 70 workers of this industrial unit protested against the increasing number of unpaid claims. These workers protested by gathering in front of the main shopping area of this factory in Golsa region in the city of Rasht. Seven prisoners with drug-related charges were executed in the city of Shiraz on the 7th of June 2015. A young man accused of murdering his own wife was sentenced to death by Branch 71 of Tehran's Penal Court. On Monday, the 8th of June, 11 prisoners were taken out of solitary confinement and executed in the Qais el-Hissar prison of Karaj, whilst the rest of the prisoners remain in solitary confinement, awaiting their death sentences. A week after his trial in Branch 15 of Tehran's Revolutionary Court, Mostafa Azizi, a former writer and producer of the Iranian Seda Vasima state television, was sentenced to 8 years in prison, with charges of assembly and collusion against national security, both inside and outside of the country. The prosecutor of the General Revolutionary Court of the Mazandaran province announced that an individual accused of murder was hanged in the Qaim Shar prison. The spokesman of the judiciary announced that 5 individuals have been arrested in the city of Tehran, as well as a number of other cities including Kerman, on charges of prostitution.
On Monday, the 8th of June 2015, 6 individuals were hanged in the central prison of Urumiyeh on charges of drug trafficking by the names of Behruz Darvishi, Nusrat Abbasi, Muhammad Bahaeddini, Khurshid Abbas Nejad, Bahram Khalilpur, and Rasul Muhammadi. However, the names have not yet been announced by the official institutions. On Monday, the 8th of June 2015, 8 individuals accused of drug trafficking were hanged in the Bandar Abbas prison. On Tuesday, the 9th of June 2015, a 32-year-old woman who was sentenced to death on charges of murdering her husband was hanged. On Monday, the 8th of June 2015, 5 individuals accused of drug trafficking were hanged in the Nedamatgah prison in Karaj. On Tuesday, the 9th of June 2015, 2 individuals accused of rape were hanged in the Shahid Rajai Square in the city of Babak. A man who stabbed and killed his friend after a disagreement during gambling was sentenced to death and executed with the presence of the victim's family. On Wednesday, the 10th of June 2015, the death sentence of at least 5 prisoners with drug-related charges who were kept in the solitary confinement of the Ghazal Hisar prison was recently implemented. On Wednesday, the 10th of June 2015, 11 prisoners accused of murder were executed in the Rajai Shah prison. Abbas Salehian, one of the dervishes from the city of Golpaigan, was sentenced to 74 lashes on charges of committing a forbidden act by promoting beliefs of the Gonabadi Sufi order by Branch 101 of the Golpaigan Penal Court. On Saturday, the 6th of June 2015, Ibrahim Firuzi, a Christian convert in the Rajai Shah prison, started a hunger strike in order to protest against the officials' failure to comply with the fair principle of sentencing prisoners based on their offences. The appeals court confirmed the 1-year imprisonment sentence and 74 lashes of Masume Zia, who is one of the activists of the spiritual path called Irfan Halghe. Reportedly, 4 social network activists and 2 members of the underground music were arrested in the cities of Tehran and Kerman. There are still no information regarding their whereabouts and their situation. After a long time, Kayhan Kalhor was finally scheduled to go on stage to perform on the 9th of June in Iran. However, the officials of the building prevented the issuance of the permit for this performance to take place. Furthermore, the bill under consideration called Enjoining the Good and Forbidding the Evil was recently announced to be implemented. The Parvaz Homai concert, which was scheduled to go on stage for 5 nights in Iran's Ministry of Interior main hall, was cancelled by the order of the court.